Yeah. Just got high with. Y'all tuned in. It's your boy Optimo Ram coming to you all the way local and all the way live straight out of Portland, Oregon. And this is our very first episode, so y'all kick back with us, roll something up, light something up, smoke it up, toke it up, you know what I'm saying? We just got high. And that's the whole premise of the show. We can't smoke weed in the studio here, so we just got high as fuck in my car. And we're going to talk about whatever else is going on in the world. We're going to be talking to all different people in the OLCC cannabis industry who going through it, the real people too, not the corporate shells and chads, you know what I'm saying? The real people in Oregon doing it, out here struggling and fighting just to make it work, you know, the people with the real passion. And we're going to be talking to musical artists too, all the way from Texas back to Oregon, everywhere. Somebody is dope, we're going to have them in the mix. And today, couldn't start off with anybody else than my main man, Mr. Robbie from Makru Farms, man. What's up, bro?
How you doing, Ram?
I'm fucking high as shit.
Feel you there.
Dude.
Definitely an old school hot box.
Yeah.
If
it's like fucking we're back in 10th grade again or something.
People outside, they're like at the hot dog stand, you can see all the smoke coming out of the car. It was probably...
They're probably like, oh yeah, give me 2 extra dogs. Like on Cheech and Chong at the end when the fucking dudes are like buying all the hot dogs. Like, give me all the hot dogs.
I hope they get extra hungry after smelling all that.
Yeah, for real. Oh man, that was some fire shit. What do you know? What we just smoked? It was
we smoked Kush Mints.
Kush Mints from Makru Farms.
Yeah.
And dude, I was fucking high.
Yeah.
And then we did a couple dabs too.
They say it's 32%.
32%.
Around in there if you buy that shit. But
is it in stores already?
Oh yeah, all over.
Man. No shit.
Yeah.
You're selling it. You're the man who's selling it too.
Yes.
This is a salesman. So what we want to do in this show is to talk to like people in all different walks of life of this Oregon recreational industry, because it's so intricate and there's so many different working pieces to the puzzle, you know what I mean? And like your job and what you do is extremely important, because you're the face of the company. You're the one out there. You're the sales director of the business, and you're slinging that shit out there. You're out there really doing it. Like you're slinging that weed legally.
It took a long time. I've worn pretty much every hat. I mean, I think I started out as a bud tender. Yeah. I think, actually really it started out as like your buddy's like closet weed, right?
Yeah.
you start trimming that shit like on their like living room floor. And, it's like, it's just fun chatting with the boys and talking conspiracy theories or like, getting into some shit. And then like, you never really thought of it as like a job. Like it was just kind of,
this is what we do.
This is what you do. You gotta get ready, right? You go smoke that shit, right? So I started out as a bud tender, and it was not as fun of a job as I thought it was going to be.
It's not.
No, it was a lot more grimy, dealing with. Because you're kind of treated like scum.
You're the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, when
like,
I moved to Denver when I first left Houston, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna get a job as a bud tender. I'm gonna start selling some weed, and I found a fucking job. They paid me $11 an hour, and then like I'm like the first like 4 customers, I'm gonna sell you the best fucking weed we got here. I like figured out what was good, and like next thing I know, the first like 4 customers in a row like, I'd like to buy some shake, please. And I was like, what the fuck?
No, you don't.
Like, what is going on?
You don't want to buy some shake.
But that's like the majority of people. Yeah, and then you're dealing with the, what dispensary did you
I started out in Northeast, actually. It was on Coley. It was Green Oasis was what it was called. It's not that anymore.
Nice.
I forget the name of it now. But yeah, it was just a little hut when it was started out, and it was like really cool when it was medical, because it was really tiny. And you just came in, got your stuff, and left. When it was medical, it was way more fun.
Oh, that was the fun. You come in with the transfer report or whatever. You're just like, here, just sign this piece of paper that I got. Here's some test results. See you later. Yeah.
But then, they went rec, they expanded, they went across the street, bought this old like biker bar or some shit. They just kind of like gutted it out and threw us in it. And it was kind of fun. It was definitely a learning experience, because like, I mean, is this shit even real? Like this business, it's like, because it's taboo as shit at this point. Like is it real, or like am I gonna go to jail?
What year
like, is a Fed gonna
year
come
were you
and
doing
arrest
this?
me for slinging weed on the street? It's still at that point.
What year was this when you were doing it?
2005 15, I think.
Yeah.
16.
Right when she was going wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
man.
Right then.
It's wild. Man.
And yeah, I guess I ended up getting fired from that place. It was so crazy. It was like this lady came in and just hated my guts. And I was on time.
Yeah.
That was one thing that separated me from everyone
You're
else.
punctual.
I was very punctual. She ended up firing me over $7. She said I stole $7.
What?
But I put it in the tip jar. I mean,
That's some bullshit.
yeah.
Man, yeah.
It was legit. I have no hard feelings about
There's
it.
lots of stories like that in
Yeah.
this industry. That's the truth, man.
She just didn't like me.
No.
They had to pay me or get rid of me. But it was really cool because then Boring Weed came in and swooped me up because they hated Greenaways. So they owed them like $5,000 or some shit. You know?
And they didn't pay him. Yeah, that's fucking funny.
So yeah, it was a good time. And that's where I really learned a lot of hats, because there they taught me, like how to, all aspects of the growing side, because it was super interesting on like just telling people what they should smoke, but like actually knowing how it works is really like, are you going to take this seriously or not? You have to know this. Right?
Getting it on the grow side.
Right.
And just, yeah. So do you spend some time doing that, getting your hands dirty?
Like, I would go there, even when they didn't want me.
Yeah.
I'd drive out there and be like, hey, you got anything?
Nice. That's how you do it, man. You really got to hustle, man. Like, you got to have that extra level, because there's so many people out there trying to do it, but man, like, you really got to be a step above to, get the type of attention from the right kind of people that you want. And so, yeah, you started doing that. And then when did you start selling it?
So the farm I was working for was Boring Weed Company, and they were still medical at that time.
That's right.
And so they were like in limbo. You couldn't sell weed to anybody. Except
for Dabtown, where we were at.
I didn't fucking know you guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Downtown. Yeah, that's how we met. That's another story.
Yeah, for real.
But
down at Dabtown.
Yeah. But so they were still medical, and it was like a weird limbo because you couldn't sell any weed to anybody. So like, what do they expect you to do? Just to keep the fucking lights on?
Yeah.
But we had to go rec, and that process was crazy because at that point I was like running the trim crew and doing post harvest production stuff, and they were just like, "You think you can sell weed?" I was like, finally, motherfucker!
Yeah, I can sell some weed. That's hilarious.
That eastbound and down moment.
Yeah. Hell yeah, motherfucker!
Finally, like that was
Kenny
that's
fucking
how it
Powers.
Happens. Yeah,
I really enjoyed Powers a weed game.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I've enjoyed a lot of sales positions. I prefer selling something that makes people happy.
Yeah,
and that with this opportunity, it's the best thing I've ever sold, and I stand by that for sure.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. And then we met because you were selling that shit and came down to Medford one day and came over down to Dabtown, USA. We used to have going on down there. They're still running things. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
And that's how I met you. And we just hit it off and always cut for each other. And we've processed some weed for you over the last few years down at the Funk Lab, and
great stuff.
Yeah, we just did that I-95 with y'all on the rosin side. Mm-hmm. That, man, that shit was the stankiest.
Turned out very flavorful.
Yes, it did.
And it smelled better than it did coming down.
Yeah,
it's very unusual.
It was
just pops really hard.
I wish I had some more of that right now. Yeah, that's like
stores. Anybody still got that?
I know. I wish. Let us know if that's
out.
For real. That shit was the bomb, man. Yeah. Ugh. Wild game, man. Yeah, we're in the mix now. Like, it's been going on 6-7 years since rec happened. Can you believe the change and how things happen? I mean, this is, I guess, what we all kind of expected it to be like.
I didn't. I mean, I expected it to be a lot better.
No, yeah.
I don't think I expected like the outdoor market to like influence the indoor market as much as it did.
Yeah.
Like it really does.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is fucked up because it's like two different products.
Yeah. It's completely different.
Yeah.
But you can totally tell it definitely influxes, and a lot of people on the black market have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
So I mean, if we can figure out a way to Get our shit straight, maybe.
For real. What do you think's the answer? Because if you don't know, if you're not in the Oregon retail recreational market, that shit's rough out there right now. The market's completely saturated. People don't have any money. There's no more checks coming from the government, but people are still facing real hard times. So products aren't moving like we'd all want them to be. And I mean, what do you think is the answer or solution at least something that could help us get in the right direction?
I mean, maybe like, when I sold lumber, we had this thing called Random Lengths, which was a report every week that came out, and it like told you the price of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was like an A grade, a B, like, I mean, if we had some sort of organization on like price what things are going for,
Mm-hmm.
instead of just word to mouth, because a lot of people, they can control a market just by spewing some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like
that shit happens all day.
all the time.
All
Yeah,
day. Somebody's like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, okay. And then yes, I mean, but the market's so volatile, you know what I mean? Like it's constantly like I've made agreements with people when like business was great, and then like as soon as like the deal is done, it's like business sucks, and it's like, oh yeah, well, it's gonna be hard, make things work. But man, it's wild out there, and I don't know, man. I feel like we need to open the borders up for Oregon.
Definitely.
We just sell this product. As I always joke, selling weed in Oregon is like selling cocaine in Colombia. We need to get this shit the fuck out the borders, for it to be worth something.
It would be, that would be a heyday for me. I would love that.
Yeah,
but I have no faith in Portland politics.
No,
Oregon politicians in general.
It's pretty wild.
I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to do. I don't understand why we couldn't.
Yeah.
Do people really want to grow weed in California? Do they want more resources going to this new industry?
They're cutting the water off in California. I was reading some article that they're like the irrigation district that goes through the Central Valley, like they're giving like zero water to farmers. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that's what I was reading. And I was like,
man,
it's
not a lot of water.
There's not. And it's like
it's for them. There's a lot here.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
We're great here.
Yeah, for real.
Like, let us do it. I think that would be a huge thing for Oregon.
Yeah.
I remember in high school or something, I think our number one export was Christmas trees or some shit.
Yeah. That's wild.
Like,
yeah.
we can sell Christmas trees, we can't sell some pot.
Yeah.
I don't see much of a difference.
You grew up here where'd you grow up at?
I grew up like kindergarten to third grade in Southwest Portland. Then we moved to the Westland area. So like Tualatin, Westland.
It's a nice area.
I love it there.
It's a good place to grow up, man. That's nice.
I've been around a lot, and that place is.
And so you get to grow up somewhere where weed's totally legal.
Oh, it's
like,
not.
Well, not Westland. Yeah. So it was like, but it was, I mean, I don't know. It's so different.
Like it much there.
Yeah.
They won't let us put a dispensary in there.
That's true, huh?
They won't.
It's a very kind of money. Yeah, that's true. They definitely don't.
There's some great locations, and it's kind of like as a citizen, it's more like a pride thing.
Yeah.
Because like in the industry, some of the best growers are from Westland. Like, Dan from Known Grown.
Yeah.
Or Skippy from EcoFirm. I know a lot of those guys, Rob Coleman from Lovely. We got a ton of people from Westland that really put the weed business on the map.
Nice.
And we're not allowed to have a store there. It's like, it's insane. But one day, maybe we could put like all those guys in like one store, and like that'd be awesome. But I mean, I don't know. They just don't need it. If you don't need it, they're not gonna fuck with it.
I feel that.
I think they still think like kids are gonna go in there and buy weed, like 14-year-olds.
The kids from the high school across the street are gonna sneak in, and
that's their fear.
Yeah.
That's their fear. And I was like, you got busy
kids are
places.
Shooting up, man. Like, quit worrying about that.
Yeah, they got busy places. Like, how many times on record has that happened? I mean, I'd be very interested to see that.
Yeah, I mean, never.
Because if that was a big deal, this shit would have been shut down a long time.
Nobody's trying to sell to underage kids. Nobody wants to put their license at risk for that. Nobody cares. The kids can get it. I mean, everybody's growing in their backyard. Or
get it from
downstairs.
their parents' closet.
Yeah, that's how we used to do it.
Right?
Where's the first place you ever? Where's the first time you ever smoked weed?
It was in a closet at. We were actually breaking and entering. It was one of my friends' dad's business developments, and we took a couple girls.
Other criminal acts were involved.
Yeah,
nice. I like
because like we were like, I think we were like 15.
Yeah,
14, 15. No, I was driving, so it was 16. And so it was, we just had to find a place to smoke. So he just like he broke into one of his parents' houses and smoked in a closet.
Nice.
I got high as shit. Like, two of them were like, "Oh, I don't feel anything." I got high as fuck. Like, my eyes were red as shit. They were like, "Are you okay?" I was, you know,
I missed that shit. I'm pretty,
yeah.
I'm pretty high right now, though. I gotta
Yeah.
say, man, we got pretty high.
Oh, we got some. We got more.
Yeah, we do.
There's,
We can't smoke it here, though.
I know.
It's okay though, because we just got high, but we're
What
gonna
if
get
we like
high again.
invited all your neighbors
I know.
in? Would they be?
They all be like, "Fuck you guys with your weed." But that's
We
okay.
got you.
You know, it's still a taboo to some folks, but I mean, at the same time, like it is stanky, and I understand people who are sensitive to smells. You know,
Isn't that weird to you though?
yeah, I mean, it
so
is,
weird
but
to me because it doesn't bother me at all.
no, me neither. But you know, people, you know, things are pretty weird these days. So as long as like, they're not trying to shoot us, you know, like it's cool.
My
you know?
aunt literally thinks she can get like super baked just by smelling it.
I know. Yes, there's a lot of people that still think that kind of shit.
It's on your clothes.
There's so much misinformation out there in the, you know, just the general public, and then even the cannabis industry. There's
and then when you try to
stuff people
defend it,
understand.
you sound like
Yeah, you sound like a D-bag.
bitch, you know,
Like people, yeah, I won't get into the CRC battle with anybody because, like, you know, I'm like, hey, you know, you feel how you feel, that's fine, but I feel like a lot of people feel a certain way because they don't understand. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and defend whatever. You know, people smoke, go on smoke what you want. You know, but you know, everything has its purpose. You know,
everything.
that's how I feel. And you know, you ain't gotta like everything. Like I don't like mustard. You know, people put a mustard hamburger, I'm not gonna eat it. But
I mean,
you eat that burger and you enjoy that
I
burger.
don't like phonies, right?
I don't like phony baloney ass motherfuckers. If you fuck with them, I might not fuck with you. Is how I feel. You know, you can't trust the people who fuck with the jabronis out there. You know, but they're out there. There's a lot of characters in the game, but there's also a lot of really great people. There's I guess that's in every industry. I keep on, you know, this game's so wild. I don't get all mad. I'm like, man, fuck. And then I like, you know what? Sometimes it'd be nice to do something else. And then I'm like, man, what the hell else am I gonna do? And it's like, I ain't got nothing else.
You
to
do a lot, Ram.
Well, thank you. But selling weed is that's what I do. You know,
you're a hustler.
Well, thanks.
You work your ass off.
Well, thank you.
And I definitely noticed that.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna get to, there ain't nothing else to do, so we're gonna fucking get it.
Right.
You know, I don't remember where I was going with it. I'm pretty high. but man, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the game's out there, and you know, it's crazy to watch everybody do their thing, and it's cool. You know, I feel like Oregon's market is unique, you know, because it's as annoying it is that they just keep fucking giving people licenses. It's allowed a lot of people who are, you know, independent to like myself to get a license and do it. You know, in other states you have to have millions of dollars and be some corporate entity to do recreational cannabis. But in Oregon, we're unique, where I feel like it's the double-edged sword, you know, because it's killing all of us because we can't, you know, make any money because they just keep on bringing new companies and new companies. But at the same time, it's allowed so many people who maybe wouldn't have had a chance to do it to do it. But man, like, I don't know what the answer is to that one either. Because I feel like at this point, 7 years in, cut the licenses and then let people who want to get out, like salvage something and sell their licenses for a profit, maybe, you know, and then people who want to jump in can buy a license from somebody, and you know, then it's, you know, they have value instead of like the state just making money off of fees and shit. You know what I mean? It's you know,
well, it kind of feels weird with extract, especially because like you got like one market that's like super heady, right? They're like they'll spend happy cabbage money like religiously.
Yeah,
I don't know where they get it. But then it almost feels like there's no middle bearing, and it just goes straight to the fucking $4 gram buyer that just wants to get high.
And that's where I found our company a lot of times. You know, we're trying to be this, you know, affordable but high end, you know, company. Is like we want to have a good price, but then we get in this middle ground, so people are like, oh well, it's not good enough or something because it's not expensive, and then like we're getting to this shuffle of like, oh, now we're selling stuff that's, you know, cheaper, and you know, at the same time I'm selling stuff that's cheaper. I want to still sell the high end and have all that, but there is no middle ground. It's either got to be high end or it's got to be cheap, and that's it. And like it's kind of fucked up because it's like, well, how about something really good for a great price? Like, no, I want something expensive, and 80% of the rest of the people are like, I want something fucking cheap,
right?
And
when you really just want to go in there and get the best thing for your budget.
Yeah, and that's how I feel. I was like, I'd rather, you know, I don't know.
I mean, I'm not trying to spend an arm and leg on weed.
No, I mean, I don't either. I mean, like,
especially how much we
yeah, for real. I mean, I've got to the point now I've smoked so much, it's like nothing really excites me that much anymore. You know, it's like, cause we've smoked it all, man. Like we smoked everything there is.
I still get excited at work. I think every harvest.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a new.
Well, good. Yeah.
It's fun. You know,
Yeah.
harvest means money's coming.
Yeah.
It's like etched in your
It's
brain
like
on the farm
yeah,
side.
yeah. When it's coming down, that's the feeling of a harvest coming down after your hard work of putting it up is a great feeling.
It also is like the most emotional dragging day ever at a farm.
Yeah.
Like if you want to avoid a day, like go see it once, but if it's like a 2-day harvest, especially, don't show up the second day.
Yeah.
There's gonna be blood shed. It's gonna be
Oh man.
I don't know. It's like it's a stressful thing. Like you're trying to get it done as fast
Yeah.
as possible. It's tedious.
It is tedious.
Like you have to weigh each plant for the OLCC. Like you're tracking seed to sale from this point. So it's like it's a tedious mission, but like your whole team has to work together. That's where you really test like what kind of team you have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like it's exhausting. Like a lot of people they'll butt heads, but the best teams they smoke a joint and drink a beer at the end of the day.
Knock it out.
Yeah, it's just done.
Yeah.
And then once it's done, it's like back to normal. But like from a sales perspective, it's like, all right, got to get ready to move this. What are we working with?
Yeah, exactly. And that's how I'm always looking at it from a sales point. I'm like, all right, what's coming next? Like, we got to keep a steady lineup of like, good assortment of products, and consistent, lineup of products, the different price points and the different things.
This industry, I feel it's way more commodities, driven. It should be treated more like the timber industry or such, like trading.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you were saying like how we could help, regulate like licenses and stuff, and like I think that would be a good way to do it because we can tell like what prices, what's going for what, and it'll make some of these people that are still getting like $3,000 a pound, and people are getting like 1,200, and their stuff's probably pretty close, similar, and
it's funny how that works,
but like branding and all this stuff. See if we can. Like you'll have to balance it out,
because
people
there's
will
like a grading
reports,
system,
right?
Like a meat, yeah, exactly, or is that in
you
timber
did it with
too?
timber,
yeah.
Like that's. I mean, it's going to be more complex than that. I mean, there's definitely more variables, but I mean, some sort of thing like that would be very helpful for buyers and sellers.
I like it
because you're not paying too much and getting screwed. Like say one Resin Ranchers thing didn't come out the way you wanted it to and it didn't sell, then you're stuck like way over budget, and we're all just trying to make it out here. And I think that would be the good way to hone it in. I suppose.
like it. Yeah. Because there's got to be something. Because people are just racing to the bottom, man, and everybody's just like every week I'm going somewhere. They're like, oh, I'm getting this for way less, and it's like, come on, man. Like I know we're all just trying to keep that cash flow happening, but
that's definitely the tool, like that harvest point, because that's when you want to sell it before it's ready, and because you have it
sold already.
Yeah, so it's gone.
Yeah. That's the ideal way to do it. And there's with the market being so saturated, it makes it tough. But even when you have fire, it's wild. It's wild to see. But man, y'all killing it, man. I really love everything that y'all got going on. I love all the collabs we've done, and we got we got going banana pancakes right now. They're working on it right now. It looks fire.
It's a sweet.
It just looked like some pounds, like straight like trimmed pounds. I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't smoke all that shit.
We haven't done any washing of that yet. So, we really wanted to make sure. Makru does an amazing job with their harvesting. They said it can be stressful. They get it done.
It was some of the best weed that we've intaked. So I'm like, yo, I can't wait to get it to the public. Hopefully when this drops, it'll be just a couple weeks before it's released. So y'all keep on the lookout for that banana pancakes. That's going to be a winner. I got a feeling. Yeah. Dessert weed, baby. Yeah. Man. Well, we're supposed to have a fish bowl here full of questions, but I got like a flower vase because it's Valentine's next week. So it just happened to be in my car. But man, I wanted to pull out maybe a question or two. I got too damn high. I kind of ran out of shit to ask you. I'm kind of like fucking high. And that's, I think like maybe will be a problem. So maybe it's good that we have like some questions.
Questionnaires.
Man, we're gonna be high as fuck. I don't know. We did a couple dabs. What did we dab on when we I'll let you.
We dabbed on your something.
Oh yeah, from High Noon called Platinum Kush Breath. Yeah, that was fire. The 70 to 90 U.
And then I think we did a Decibel, the Makru.
Oh my boy, Sean. Shout out to Decibel. Yeah, that's my neighbor.
Yeah, they came up a lot too.
Yeah.
I like this. Oh, am I supposed to get on here?
Yeah, you pull one out. Let's get a decent question.
And the Grammy goes too. Oh, all right. Do you have names for your dab rig or bog?
Nice. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you got a name. Do you name like in Half Baked? You know, they got Billy Bong
Billy
Thornton
Bond
and shit. Do you have like names for yours?
Not really.
I don't either.
I mean,
Some people do.
There's so many of them.
Yeah.
I don't like to think of them as persons.
Yeah.
You know,
I know, right? That's funny because, like, in Oregon, like, we're so close with the glass culture is huge in Oregon too. So, like, maybe we know it more by like the person who made it. You know, like, oh, like I got mine. Like my boy Doug Taco down in Medford's made a bunch of stuff for me. I was like, oh, that's my Doug Taco. You know, and that's my whoever. You know what I'm saying? And
glass makers are something else too.
That's an amazing culture too, man. I really think
they're like growers in a
they're
sense.
very similar, and they're all like rappers too.
Yeah,
you know. Similar personalities, but very talented. And maybe it's going with being a talented person. It's a.
Do you follow that Goliath guy?
I don't think so.
Follow Goliath. He's fucking hilarious.
We'll check it out.
Yeah,
I like how the rigs have gotten smaller over the years because they hit more.
He does these like auctions on Instagram, and they're like he puts them up and then comment under here, dibs left, dibs right.
Nice.
And then he ships them to you. And they're around like $300, but they're really cool. And his story's pretty cool. He's got a boy on the spectrum and dealing with that. You really feel for him. And he's hilarious through it all. It's really, really good people. I've never met the guy, and it's one of the cool stories. You should check that out.
That's cool.
If you're talking about glass guys.
Yeah. We'll have to check him out. Where is he, up here in Portland?
I think he's in like Vancouver area.
In the Cove?
I think he's from like Kennewick area.
Oh yeah,
but I'm not sure.
I know. I'm getting familiar with the Washington area.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I have family in like Stevenson.
Oh yeah.
So like the Bridge of Gods, we go over there.
I like that spot.
My mom hates that bridge.
It's so tripped out to look at through. It's got the little like holes in the bottom and shit.
My dad's such a dick. He'd stop in the middle of the bridge. My mom's terrified of bridges. She'd all like, hey, all right. It was always really funny on family trips.
That's hilarious. I like to go down there. Yeah, they have like a couple of good restaurants right there at the Cascade Locks and shit. It's dope.
It's a fun place.
It is, man. This Oregon, man, coming from Houston where everything's flat and hot and full of pollution, as much as I love it, man, like come out here and like see the whole different world. It's like this is literally a city in a forest, you know what I mean? It's like it's just some magical shit out here, man. You got waterfalls and rivers and mountains and all kinds of,
and a shit ton of people living in some sort of fantasy land.
Yeah. People living in the bushes, like it's a whole different world. Yeah. I've never quite been to a place like this, man. It's a unique spot, man.
I mean, would I move to Florida? Nah.
It's hot, man.
Maybe. I love Florida.
This is a great place to live, man. I feel like, having all 4 seasons is dope. The winters suck or whatever, but they suck in most places. And we don't really get that much snow. You know what I'm saying? It's just like rain or whatever.
When we do, it's like apocalypse.
Yeah. I know everybody shuts down, which I like. Shut it down. Let me get a couple of days off and kick it.
I have no problem driving the snow.
Well,
I just hate
last year was rough. Y'all had the power outage for like days at a time. In Portland, it didn't affect us, but man, like a bunch of like, that was bad.
Staying in hotels for like different. We had to stay in different ones, so you can only book like one night.
That's nuts.
Because they weren't like. It was weird.
Yeah. Did that happen out there by your house?
Yeah, we were one of the last ones to get it back up on the hill.
Yeah.
It was shocking. My sister just had no idea what to do when the power went out. Bless her heart. Like, she has two infants, and so how do I feed my kids? I was like, how did we do it? Like, there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
Like, where's your husband?
Right. Gonna make something work. That's fucking funny.
I mean,
man.
So we ended up getting a hotel. I bought him pizza.
Nice. A little pizza, a little hotel, a little adventure.
Yeah, it was fun.
Not too bad. Yeah, down in Houston, they had the same storm came down there, and it hit a bunch of my friends' like houses. Like had their pipes bust and all that kind of shit. They're not used to that shit. But man, the weather's getting wild. Things are getting wild. It's a wild times, man. Just keep smoking that weed.
Yeah.
You want to see if we got another interesting question? Let's see what else we got.
All right. Questionnaire.
Hopefully these are good.
Favorite stoner movie?
Nice. That's a good one. There's so many choices.
Favorite one. Probably Half Baked.
Yeah. saw that in the theater.
Yeah, that too.
So good.
Dude, Where's My Car was funny too.
Dude, Where's My Car is really good.
That's so stupid.
Yeah. What's your favorite scene in Half Baked?
Half Baked? There's so many. I mean, you quote them like all the time.
I can quote like the whole fucking
Custodian dip.
You hungry, girl?
We already did Billy Bong Thornton.
Yeah.
How High? There's
How High?
Yeah.
Like you like the original Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke. It's a little old. It's like
that was
the first like 30 minutes were really good, but then it kind of dragged on a bit. I liked the rest of the Cheech and Chong movies were not very great, but the first one, Up in Smoke, and the one where they got the ice cream truck, that one was legit. But the other ones I was like, Nice Dreams, that Pee Wee Herman in that one, he's like the Hamburglar man.
Is Blow a stoner movie?
No, I think it's a cocaine movie. That's a good ass movie. I met that dude.
They started selling weed.
They started taking that dude around, the real Johnny Depp guy. They got him.
Weirdo.
He was a character. I met him at like some places in California, like the secret sessions or whatever. They like bring him and he would be at a booth or whatever, and you like pay $10 to take a picture with him or something. It's that dude that they made that movie about.
He kind of looks like Pee Wee Herman, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. He
looks like a rough.
That dude was just sitting there smoking cigarettes the whole time. Didn't give a fuck.
$10 a head. Why would he?
That was a good movie though. The movie was really good.
Yeah.
Blow.
Oh, I love that movie.
That's an awesome movie. I like movies like that. Scarface, all the good classic gangster. Did you like what was that last one that they just put out? The Irishman. Did you like that one?
Yeah.
It was a little long. Yeah. It was good.
And it was kind of hard for me to like the transformation of Robert De Niro.
I didn't like that shit. It was a little weird.
CGI.
They spent more money on that than almost like any CGI in history. I was reading about that. And I didn't think it was very good. Yeah. He still looked old as fuck. He was like, the way he's walking, he's like, hey, I'm supposed to be 35. I'm still walking like a 75-year-old man.
I've had a couple of friends run into him tell me he's just a total asshole.
Oh, I believe it, man. Yeah, don't meet your meet your heroes, people. Trust me on that. We're working in the music industry and met all my favorite rappers. I was like, I kind of wish I hadn't met you. You have this vision of what they're like in your head, and it's usually way cooler than what the reality is like.
That's popularity in a nutshell.
Yeah.
They make a fucking killing doing that.
For real. Yeah, people are like,
it's really cool to see when somebody's actually really nice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always awesome.
The genuine people. And that's what I'm trying to do here is like people who are genuine and good folks, we can bring them on and talk. I don't really care to talk to any D-bags, even if they have like more popularity, I don't give a shit. Yeah, let's do another one. Keep it going.
Everywhere.
They're everywhere in every industry. All over town.
If a movie was made about your life, which genre would it be? Who would play you? Great question.
That was a good one, right?
I like that. If a movie was made about me, it'd definitely be a comedy. Life's too short, and I'd hope to get Chris Farley back from the dead. That'd be fun.
He would be perfect. Honestly. that would be a movie I'd pay to see.
Right? I don't know.
Chris Farley selling weed.
It's not a lot of fat people in Hollywood anymor.
I know, right? The fucking
where's the level of fat guy?
Yeah. I had that with hanging out with my boy Big Jerb. I hanging out with him. He's such a big dude, and I learned that there's a lot of sizes out there, and they get away with it because it's tolerated or whatever. But I'm here to say, don't judge people. Everybody is equal.
Yeah,
one love to the people. Hey, that rhymes. See. Yeah. My boy Robbie, man. I guess we're getting close to our time.
What about you? Wait, what movie would? Who would play you, Ram?
Oh man. That's a good question. Who would play me? I don't know. Who would play me? I don't know.
Go heavy like Leo, that. Wolf of Wall Street.
We could do a little Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Just make the fucking dabs, okay? We're gonna fucking sell them. Oh man, dude, that would be.
He's like my favorite actor.
He's really good. He's really good. Did you watch the Don't Look Up?
I fell asleep.
It was a little slow. The first like 30 minutes I felt slow, but man, that was I thought it ended up being a pretty good movie.
I loved him in Django.
I like
I thought he should have got a award for that when he broke the fucking.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like he's not.
He gave him an award for getting like almost killed by a bear. Like
that's right.
All the shit he's done.
That movie was boring as shit.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. I know that was weird.
Man.
I mean, like Wolf of Wall Street was by far his best one.
Yeah, for real. That shit was dope. That man, yeah.
Oh, did you hear that joke Ricky Gervais made? That was a funny one. He was talking about the premiere of the Mexican and being like, or what was the movie he was in with Brad Pitt? The Once Upon a Time.
Oh yeah, Once Upon a Time in Mexico. No, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yeah.
He was like, it was like 4 hours long. By the time the movie was done, Leonardo DiCaprio's date was too old for him.
He's living the life, ain't he, man? He's like chilling on yachts with just like 20 hot chicks all the time.
Well, you're old enough to remember this. He was in what was it was like the Pussy Crushers Club, or like, look this up on Google. He was in a club with David Blaine, Toby Maguire, E from Entourage, and they were like this young. I want to say definitely had the word pussy in it. I forget the word after.
I'm looking it up right now. I feel like I heard the Pussy Posse.
Pussy Posse. There
nice.
It is.
No shit. I'm gonna
those fucking hound dogs.
Nice. There's out there the Pussy Posse. I mean, that's pretty dope.
Right? Didn't know you could be. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Good gung ho.
Yeah, big pimping, man. Shout out to that dude, man.
Yeah, killing that.
He's living the life, man.
Yeah, I'll bet they all still hang out too.
Yeah, I'm sure they do, man. they seem like some good people out there, man. I would recommend that Don't Look Up if you haven't finished it, man. And yeah, goddamn. You want to do one more question?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm high, man. I'm like,
oh, this is great. This is fun.
Yeah, asking questions and answering them.
Oh, we're all down stuff. If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I'm gonna go with fried chicken and macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, I was definitely gonna say mac and cheese for you. You love your mac and cheese.
I love my mac and cheese.
I'd have to get steak.
Steak, yeah.
Yeah, I'd prepare it differently every night.
Yeah.
Some sort of steak.
I went to this Japanese steak place last night and did the whole thing.
Yeah, Benihana?
It was like a Benihana. I think it's called like Kyoto or something. Oh, it's kind of boring though, man.
Yeah, your girlfriend looks so
funny. Dude, that was shit funny, huh? She was just like, so I was like filming, I was like waiting for the dude to like do something, and I was like, this is kind of boring. So I just like switched to her to like mess with her in her face, and she's just like, her face said it all. That shit was funny. Yeah. But I was really disappointed. I was expecting the dude to, be yelling, and I told him it was her birthday, and like I was like, come on, like throw some shit at her or something, and I didn't do nothing. He didn't even like yell. The guy he just like, okay, I'm cooked tonight, and did his shit, and then it was like, okay, have a nice night. And I was like, what, man?
Man, nothing worse than like a bad hibachi.
I know. I was like, going for the entertainment.
This one time, my brother-in-law, he got a fajita, and it took forever to bring him out. And they brought it out, and the thing wasn't sizzling.
It wasn't sizzling? Oh, man. No.
It wasn't sizzling.
It's got to sizzle, or it's not a fajita.
I know. And we all like looked at each other. The guy even like looked and went, huh? And then just like, I don't know why that made me think of that. But
that happened to me in Grants Pass. I bought some fucking fajitas at some place in Grants Pass, and they came out. Yeah, they're just some like meat. I was like, the shit ain't sizzling, and like, I really got upset. It's hard to find good Mexican food.
Fajita, you make me make a cold burrito. God damn it.
What we got?
Oh, do you have any reoccurring dreams?
Oh, yeah, I like that question.
That's a good one.
Oh man,
are you a psychiatrist?
I know, right? Let's get deep for a second. Tell us about your dreams, Robbie.
Do you guys have the cue for the Frasier theme? Yeah, I do. I don't know, but it's like someone chasing you.
Yeah,
you can't like make out their face, and either it's like sometimes a 6 foot like 10 person, or like it's like a tiny person. It's weird.
No shit.
But I wake up. Yeah,
I'll be running.
I win
from the tiny person. I'm like, oh.
Just when I'm about to lose, you wake up.
Yeah.
There's another one falling. Have you ever dreamed you were falling?
Falling? I don't have that dream. I never.
I do. I have that. And you're just like, oh, whoa. What the
you like wake up and you're like think you're falling, and like wake up all of a sudden. Yeah. I've done that a couple times, but not like where I'm like falling in a dream. But I'll like do that shit and like wake up and be out. I do have a recurring dream over the years of, and it's funny that it's happened because it's like of me like driving to my house in like a very forested neighborhood or whatever. And like when I first moved to Denver, I was like, oh, I feel like this is that place. 'Cause I've had this shit for like, 20 years now. And it wasn't it. And then I moved to Medford and I was like, man, this ain't it. And then I started coming up here and I was like, oh, this is it. And just the feel of like the way the trees are and they're so tall and big and just, thick and thick, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm at that place, and some I don't know, but it's like real, like the universe, and it's crazy how the universe will take you places over time. You just gotta ride that river, baby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Find
You don't
your
know where
way.
it's gonna go. And now I'm out here kicking an I've been in Oregon for 7 years now,
Nice.
and
We're lucky to have you.
thank you. I'm thrilled to be here.
Yeah, it's a good spot. It's had some rough go at a few years.
It's the Wild West, man. It is. I mean, I've never felt more free anywhere.
When I was a kid, it was nothing like this.
No, well, yeah, shit's fucked up.
It was not. It was.
It's
Yeah.
Things are crazy. That's for sure. And there's definitely some problems in this town. Oh man, yeah. We were just driving down the street over here, and we're like, man, it looked like we were like, I don't know where the hell we were. But there's so many, as a community, I hope we can, figure it out and work together to, fix all these issues that we've got. There's the money's there, and we just need to, we just print some more, and but man, I don't know. We need to help figure out the situation, man, and I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but we're gonna figure it out. And hopefully, these bastards in power, I don't think they're gonna.
No,
I don't think they know the answer.
No.
All right, what we got next?
Which superpower do you not want?
Oh man,
not.
I don't know. I feel like I'd take them all. Maybe
I don't think I'd like to read minds.
No, I wouldn't want to read minds. Like, if you could turn it on when you wanted to, maybe. But no, because you get into some weird shit. Right. Yeah, you'll not be able. I think it would weird you out from talking to anybody. Like you can hear what they're thinking. You just wouldn't talk. You end up isolating yourself or something.
Right. I don't think I'd want to read minds.
No, it's like going through somebody's phone or something. It's like, oh, this is really you. Oh,
well, that's basically what Facebook is.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, people, yeah, for real. Something's on my mind. I'm gonna say it, and everybody's
Whoever
like,
thought of that? We should beat him up in an alley.
Seriously, it's
I heard J. Edgar Hoover did.
What?
That's one of the conspiracy theories you talk about, like in the trim room. Well, J. Edgar Hoover had this idea of like getting this like database of information of every citizen.
No shit. Yeah, I believe that with his bitch ass.
I mean, from what it was described to me, it sounded just like Facebook.
No shit.
It's like relationship status, job.
Yeah, and it's all right there.
It's all
categorized. Dude, this is
so
wild.
Profile everybody.
We're gonna have you back on it. We'll get deep into the abyss of conspiracy. I used to do a conspiracy radio show back when I did my Optimo Radio back in Houston.
Heard a couple.
Yeah, that's right. It's we have to get back out there. I want to encourage everybody understand as our first show. We're here to include everybody, no matter where you come from.
You think you can get Kelly Rowland to come on here?
Man, I don't think so. Oh man, yeah,
I helped him move. He showed me his yearbook. I was very surprised. It's like, whoa,
yeah,
Destiny's Child.
That was one of the coolest things. I don't really tell people, but yeah, I grew up with Kelly and Beyonce, and got to know them real well as a children, and then as teenagers, watched them grow into Destiny's Child, and
it's crazy, and
become the superstars that they are. And it taught me that with hard work and dedication, which I know that they put in, it wasn't the Illuminati, it wasn't some payola thing. They worked their asses off from 6th grade until we were in 11th grade when they finally hit their first single, and I watched them do it, and to see that was very cool, and I'm grateful to have that experience because, man, I've never seen nothing like it.
Right?
They're fucking big like Michael Jackson.
Huge.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Huge.
I feel like Beyonce might be. I don't know if she's bigger than Michael Jackson,
she's
but
bigger
than
Oprah, I think.
Yeah,
definitely bigger than Oprah.
That's true, man. She's
huge.
Wild.
She's probably the most famous woman on the planet.
Yeah, that's crazy to think. I mean, I just and my homies,
everybody knows she is.
Yeah, that's true. That's wild.
Kelly Rowland probably knows about it.
Yeah, well,
that's her dilemma.
That's all right. nice, dude. That was pretty good.
Nah.
Oh man. Shout out to Nelly. Almost made me shart over here. Man. That was hilarious, dude.
Really?
No dilemma.
Ugh.
But man, well, yeah, this will be our last wrap,
Okay.
and what we got, Robbie?
Do you share the armrest at the movies or on a plane? Hell no.
Hell no.
I'm
Are
taking
you
my
hogging that shit?
I'm fat.
Yeah.
Why- Deal with it.
Right.
No, it's a bullying time. Yeah, I do like the armrest.
Yeah, just
I fight over
fuck
it
them. Take it.
ever since a kid.
Yeah.
My dad didn't want to give it up.
No.
So as a kid, you bumping.
You get it as soon as he would get some space. Yeah.
My dad was funny. We had a good time. It was like Slapbox or like.
Your dad's cool as shit. I got to meet him.
He's funny.
He was wearing player ass fucking jumpsuits. Man.
He always wears jumpsuits.
Yeah, what a pimp.
He's always wearing Nike stuff. I get to go to I'm spoiled. One of my best friends works at the employee store, so he's always got me in there.
Nice.
So I always lace my dad up because they don't make fat guy clothes. Sup, Phil?
Sizes. The shit is
Sup,
sizes,
Phil?
man. I'm telling y'all.
Where's the big and tall Phil?
You need to include everybody, people.
They used to have
Don't
them
be
all
sizist.
there. They used to have them, but they went in a new trend. I don't know. What are you gonna do?
For real. Yeah. I got my Nikes. But I rock.
I was gonna tell you, doing this thing with the Ricky Williams, the Heisman.
Oh yeah,
he would come on here for sure.
That's a dope.
We got to figure out how to smoke though. He's gonna. Yeah, I don't think he can sit down that low with us.
Yeah.
but
that's cool.
But yeah, me and my dad went to hang out with him at the Khalifa Social Club, and my dad was tripping mushrooms. But he couldn't believe what he was seeing because you've been to the Social Club, right?
Yeah.
It basically is the cannabis, the old cannabis club, just everybody shifted over.
The same group.
And it looked like the same like cliques were there, just in like different formations.
That's hilarious.
It was crazy. My dad had never seen anything like it. Everybody's puff and tough in there, and like, he got high as soon as he walked in that place. Like he was already like on mushrooms, like super happy, but as soon as he got in there, he just got high as shit. But it was great. We sat and talked with Ricky about old football stories and like his favorite people, because we're huge Dolphin fans. And
that's so dope.
Ricky quit football so he could smoke weed.
Yeah, ain't cool.
Great story.
Yeah, seriously. We'll have to holler. Shout out to Ricky Williams.
So
people holding it down.
Somebody
we can respect what they got going on.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
We'd love to do that.
Well, man, I'm glad you came on. My first guest, and
appreciate it.
We just got high. We got really high. So yeah, if you were just tuning in, premise of this show, we got really, really fucking high before we came here.
High.
And so, yeah, I mean, we're talking about whatever. We do our best to communicate. And y'all tune in. We're going to be in like every other week, so funk with us. Shout out to Funk Extracts for sponsoring. And y'all make sure to support it. We're just trying to live, y'all. Definitely. If it ain't local, it ain't live.
Yeah.